we were running out of options. We get one chance at this. We get one at bat. Let's do it right. No shortcuts. You get one of a kind. Blood, sweat, and tears to get this bottle to look like this bottle. Let's start with that, which I'm not afraid of. The hurdles that I got were just hurdles, and I was happy to go through them. People ask, is it glass? It is. So really, it was prototype after prototype after prototype. And what I started off with was, let's make it look like a bat. Let's make it look like wood. Now, what kind of technology can I get to actually make that happen? Nothing made it look like wood. So I tried paint, I tried ceramic, I tried shrink wraps, and I tried veneer. That's kind of where we landed on what would actually be the solution. Well, I took the shrink wrap bottle home, which was by far the easiest way to make it look like wood. My wife said, no way. So I'm like, of course, she's the smarter half. So I didn't go with the shrink wrap. We tried veneer, which was probably the next best from what we actually solved, but it would crack. It wouldn't take an engraving. The shrink wrap didn't take an engraving. And I wanted it to take an engraving because at some point in time, maybe it's a gift. I looked, again, around the world. I looked at every possible way to make this glass look like wood. I came up on a technology called immersion graphics. It's a water dipping technology. Most high-end manufacturers of cars are the ones that use it to make their insides of their cars look like wood. Never had they done it on a glass because of the coefficient, very slippery. It would often not take an engraving or peel or crack. I went to the manufacturer and I said, how can we actually make it work on glass? Prototype after prototype after prototype, all different types of ways of putting it on glass, things that did not work. I had bottles that peeled, I had bottles that chipped, and I didn't want that, especially when you're putting it into the back bar and you're shoving in the ice like most bartenders will do to keep it chilled for some reason. I didn't want it to chip. I didn't want it to peel. Every single bottle's handmade, hand dipped, and that's the way the technology has to be done. So you put two bottles side by side. The grain is exactly like a piece of wood. Every bat has a different grain. This is the exact same result with a different technology. You get one of a kind. To add to that, I then went through the process of patenting the bottle. There is not another bottle out there legally that looks like a baseball bat, shaped like a baseball bat. It was very expensive to do, but it was worth every second. Like my wife said, there's no shortcuts. We get one chance at this. We get one at bat. Let's do it right. No shortcuts. Let's make it the best we possibly can. Because the name is Hall of Fame, it has to be the best of the best. And that's where we landed. And thank goodness, because we were running out of options.